no particular reason, then I like to think that every day is going to be a great day, you know? So it's going to be a great day. I just brushed my teeth. I actually recently switched over to an electric toothbrush and I've been really enjoying it. I think it definitely, I can feel a difference in the plaque buildup of my teeth, and I feel like it's just so much better at scraping everything off. And now we're going to do a quick lymphatic, which is something I've been trying to do every morning. Super easy. It takes me 5 minutes and it really isn't long. So opening up the lymph nodes. If you guys want tutorials or stuff, let me know, but there's so many TikTok videos and YouTube videos on it already, which is where I learned. Use whatever serum or toner or parts of your skincare routine that you have to use anyway. I've just been using the regular serum that I usually use in my skincare routine anyway, which is this one right here, the Time Revolution by Misha. I really like it, and it's what I've been using for my lymphatic. But what I do is I take my knuckles, let's make sure that it's nice and slippery before we do anything, because it's not slippery, it's actually damaging more than it is helping you. So I like to use my index finger and my middle finger to form this sort of claw, and then I go. Doing a super quick and easy makeup look. I don't usually wear makeup on the days where I'm working from home, but decided to be a little bit extra today since we're filming a vlog and I am going to be going out later, so might as well just put some makeup on now. Very quick and easy, very fresh, very blushed kind of look. This blush is so nice and natural. I don't want to overdo it, but it's the Merit Beauty Flush Balm in the shade Stockholm, and to put a little tiny bit more. It is so pretty and so easy to use. Just blend it out with your fingers, and I feel like it honestly looks like you're blushing from within. We are fresh, we're ready. I already had my first stand-up meeting of the day, and let me show you guys how I usually plan my day, because that's what I usually do either before my stand-up or right after my stand-up. Just make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been loving this daily planner by Papier. First of all, it is so cute. This is a little pen holder that I have, which is also from Papier. So in the beginning of the week, I actually already set up my weekly plan. I like to write down what plans I have in terms of evening plans or things that are scheduled in my calendar for this week. So things like my bar class. If I'm going into the office, I'll write down all of that into the weekly overview. I also really like to write down my top 3 priorities, and the way I do it is not in a very prescriptive way, like these are my overly ambitious goals for the week. I like to write things that are fairly realistic, that I know I'm able to fulfill as long as I, do what I need to do. So things like finish off all the work before the long weekend, or be mindful in the present and try to chat to friends a bit more. Things like that are not completely out of your realm of possibilities, but still keep you on track to live a very present and mindful life. The weekly page also has a section for all your important to-dos. So I have a flight to catch this week, so I put in check in for flight, pack bag. I've got a visa appointment later, so I also put that into the important to-dos. I actually use this for both work and personal stuff, because I don't really have enough just personal stuff to fill up an entire daily page, and I feel like combining both work and personal in one place, like one centralized place, makes it a lot easier for me, because I'm not the kind of person to check different places for different tasks. Or if I put some work priorities on one place and then I'm only looking at my personal diary where my work priorities are not included, I'm likely to forget about it. So I like to have everything centralized on one diary. Also, let me show you guys these really cute Papier highlighters. Sometimes when you want to get really jazzy with it, you can use the stamps. I have like these fine liners as well, which you can use. You can really get fancy with how much you decorate it, but I personally just keep it pretty functional. I just make sure I keep myself on track. I don't usually have too much time to make it look all aesthetic, but as long as it's doing the job, which is keeping me on track for my goals and my routine, then that's all I need. I also wanted to show you guys my wellness journal. This is not a planner. This is more of a wellness mindful exercise, and this one I really encourage you guys getting, especially if you feel like you're going through a rut. I have a lot of notes in here which I will not share because they are personal, but essentially there's a section in here for intention of the day, sleep, activity, self-care. And this I like to fill up in the mornings if I have a little bit extra time. It literally takes me 5 minutes. Like, the intention for my day will usually be something, again, super simple. Also feelings, this is my favorite part of the page. I essentially use it as a brain dump. Just anything that's in my mind. I don't think too much about the structure of how I write it or whether or not it makes sense, because no one's gonna read it. The purpose is to just be a cathartic exercise to get whatever that I'm feeling outside of me and onto a page. So that's what I like to use this section for. And then what I'm thankful for, it'll be one simple phrase, and usually, like, actually let's see at the previous ones that I wrote. Sometimes you can just be grateful for very wholesome things. This day was the 9th of August. I was grateful for ticking things off my list. So whatever it is, guys, you could actually just make it very simple. I just like doing this because I feel like it keeps me intentional, which is actually hard to do if you're not trying. A big thank you to Papier for sponsoring this portion of the vlog. I really do recommend their products. They're made very thoughtfully. I feel like everything is incredibly aesthetic as well. Also, with back to work and back to school season, they have a ton of different journals and academic diaries, things that you can buy to keep yourself on track. And I feel like no better time to do so than when you're going back to school or back to uni or back to work. I'll leave a link below for Papier. They have so much cute stationery, and again, the journals are my favorite. I highly recommend you guys take a look, and do not forget to use the code CLOUDS15 for 15% off any purchase. Right now is actually really cool. I'm working on a very strategic project, and if you talk to any strategy consultant, they will tell you that they don't want to be put on like operational management implementation style projects. They want to be put on very strategic or growth type projects, which is what I'm currently doing, and it's super exciting. At the moment, I'm basically working with a number of different private companies and doing a lot of research, data analysis, and overall strategic thinking around these companies. So thinking about what are some of the issues in the industries that they lie in, what are the competitors doing, things that are very pure strategy, like pure growth, which is really fun to do. I always start my mornings with a big glass of water. My mom has always taught me to do so, and I've just always done it. It's a really great way to just start your morning and also get your water intake in. And then I don't know if there's actual scientific proof, but I feel like it gets my organs going, you know, like everything starts to wake up as soon as I give it a little bit of water. Otherwise everything just feels dry, including my throat. If you guys have trouble with getting in your water intake, a tip that I gave to my friends and a tip that I give to many other people in my life, and that has honestly helped a lot, is always drink from a straw. I feel like when you have to like physically do that, it's a lot harder to drink because you can only really fill a certain amount of water in your mouth at once, and it's so much easier to drink water from a straw. Like, I think that's why I drink so much water, because I always do it from a straw, and every single time I drink, I always go in for like massive gulps because it's just easier to, you know, you get it. So highly recommend you guys drinking from a straw if you have trouble making sure you drink enough water every day. avocado avocado toast with an egg, maybe some cherry tomatoes. Why did I say it like that? Maybe some cherry tomato. How do you guys usually season your avocado? I like to put a little bit of black pepper and some lemon juice, lime if I have some, but currently do not have any. So we're doing black pepper, a bit of lemon juice, which I put in a lot of things because I love tangy, sour tastes, zesty stuff. I love citrusy, everything, obsessed. And I just mix it up and mash it in the avocado itself, because I'm not trying to use an extra bowl just for this, you know. Avocado is one of those fruits that comes with a bowl itself. It is the bowl, so I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm gonna spread it across the toast. Love cherry tomatoes. I'm just gonna chop a few of them up and put them in here. Last step, but very important step, I'm gonna add sriracha to all of this. This is the extra garlic one, which I literally got a week ago, and it's, okay, maybe not a week ago, but 2 weeks ago, definitely not more than that, and it's half empty already because I put this stuff on everything. I'm gonna take a really quick 17-minute lunch break because I've got a call at 1:30. I'm gonna eat this while I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is by far my favorite comfort show. I've watched it so many times, I feel like I know it by heart, but when I have nothing else to watch, it's the easiest thing to watch. So
I'm part of her crew, but she still won't talk about her.
Hey guys, so I've just finished lunch. Well, I haven't just finished lunch. I finished lunch, took the meeting, did a little bit of work, made myself a coffee, and now we're here. My coffee, by the way, I usually always have it black, but today I've added in a little bit of oat milk. Whenever I have some in the fridge, I like to add a bit, but still pretty much black, but makes it a tiny bit creamier, which is always nice, a little hint of nuttiness. Even though it's not even nut milk, it's oat milk. I just had a meeting with one of the subject matter experts around the industry that I'm working in, just to get their opinion in terms of what do you think are, you know, the industry trends or the things that will affect the industry and shifts, etc. It's always good to have a little bit of perspective in these kind of projects and not just rely on desk research. It's great to get a little bit of actual primary research from people that you're speaking with, because sometimes it's hard to bring out nuance in written research. So we had an interview with someone, went super well, took down some really insightful notes, which I'll be translating across our, you know, PowerPoint decks. And yeah, essentially that is basically it for my day. I'm just gonna finish off a few more things. I think I'm just gonna make some aesthetic changes to the slides, like formatting, stuff like that. Nothing too exciting, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this little vlog. Gave you guys a little bit more of a sneak peek into my life, what my day looks like as a consultant that mainly works from home, which is something I am incredibly grateful for, and also what my morning routine looks like. I think ever since I started implementing a very structured morning routine with steps, but also very realistic. I don't wake up at like the crack of dawn at 6 a.m. I literally wake up at 8:20 a.m., which to some people is really late. I do my little massage, I, you know, log in, do my emails, do my journaling, and that sets me up for success for the rest of the day. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and let me know what other kinds of vlogs you'd like to see, and do follow me on TikTok or on Instagram for more content. If there's anything you guys would love to see on YouTube rather than short form, let me know, and I'll be, you know, taking it definitely into consideration, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.